What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Mosballin, and today I got you guys with a really important tip video. You guys been asking for this. You guys want to know how to play defense in triple threat online. I know it's very hard, it's very frustrating because the AI is like, that's the place where the AI is the dumbest. Like when you play MyTeam Unlimited, the computer defense is amazing. It's so good, it's better than your defense 96% of the time, unless you're playing really good defense on your own. But when it comes to triple threat online, the help defense always gets sucked in, so your opponent could really take advantage of you. They could drive in, suck in the defense, kick out, and they shoot threes and they win every time. I know how frustrating that could be. I know how you guys may need some help, so I got you guys with that today. But before we begin, LeBron passed MJ in all-time scoring last night, so we got ourselves a nice little code here. Let me put it in real quick. I'm also gonna show you guys right now the code from yesterday. This right here gives you a shot at a throwback elite. You already know I didn't land on that pack. I got 2K but 2K is free. It doesn't take that long to put in the code, so put it in if you didn't already. Make sure you do that, and let's put this LeBron one in together. Always have to put in the code twice. Like, this always happens to me. I don't know why. I thought I clicked it right. I don't think I typed it in wrong. I just realized that's probably an O for LeBron. I was putting a 0 because it looks like a 0 on the graphic. So the safe thing to do is go for one of the diamonds on the side. The diamonds still go for like 50k. The purple one, I think the yellow one may go for like 60. The packs, you're probably pulling like an emerald or a bronze. So I already have 2 of the yellow ones. I just sniped one. It's pretty smart to snipe them now. I think the prices will go up after a little bit. Some people are gonna try to buy him later on and stuff, so I'm gonna go for the purple one on the left. I don't have him, so let's go for the purple one. And if I get a pack, I got a pack. Whatever I get from there, I'm not gonna be too upset. And ooh, we almost landed there. Let's wish for the best. We're probably not going to get anything good. Let me know what you guys got from this. Thankfully, there was no crazy MT values or something, because I would have got the lowest. And let's hope for the best right here. Let's hope for the best. We got a sapphire. It is what it is, man. Devin Booker, that's my guy. I'm not going to get too upset. It is what it is. But now let's get to the more important stuff. So I've been running with some random triple threat teams. I don't like playing with my best guys. It's kind of overpowered sometimes. So let me show you guys real quick my normal lineup. My normal lineup is pretty simple. It's really aggressive. It's really defensive based. It's offensive based. You really can't stop it. So here's one example of my lineup. So the main ingredient to any triple threat team, in my opinion, is a guy with Hall of Fame dimer. Just Hall of Fame dimer. I stress it so much. That just makes a huge difference. I used to use Magic before. Now I have LeBron, so I run LeBron. You need a guy you can always count on to score. So AK is that guy for me. You guys know AK. I stress it. I have to show you guys gameplay with him. I need to show you guys. You can also use like a Hito. Hito's a guy you can rely on. Work on their jump shots. At first I hated AK's jumper. At first I hated Hito's jumper. You work on them and they become so very useful. They become unstoppable. And now the last guy is your big, the guy you're gonna defend, the guy you're gonna do everything with. So sometimes I use like Chris Webber, sometimes I use my Will. There's like a lot of combinations to the third guy, but there's always that one guy that you need for Hall of Fame dimer. You always need that scorer. AK is great because he's a great defender and scorer. You don't want to use somebody that's too small. I know this is a cheesy team, but like, it's triple threat online. You want to have the best chance to win, so you use guys that are longer, more aggressive on defense and on offense. Now let's do this video with like 2 bad teams. So we're gonna start off with Lonzo. We're gonna go with Josh Richardson. So you guys know Lonzo's our dimer. Josh Richardson is our scorer slash basically defender. Now we're going for our go-to big. So we got KP. This team is pretty good. I think so. This is a very cheap team. It's not expensive at all, but this is gonna be the team we run with. I'm gonna show you guys some defensive schemes with them on triple threat online. So you see here, he has guys that are 6'6", 6'8", and a big man. We basically line up the same way. Lonzo's a big point guard. Josh Richardson isn't small, and KP's our big guys. So now offensively, we do what we gotta do, right? We gotta feel out the offense. We gotta see what we could do. We got Porzingis to stretch our floor a little bit. He hits. He's a Ruby, but he hits. Now defensively, I'll never tell you to off ball. You want to on ball, but you want to be able to switch, right? So how do I stay in front of the defense, right? You click L2 on PS4, which may be LT on Xbox, I believe. Now what happens when you click L2, he goes in a defensive stance. He's ready. He's trying to push off, and you see there, Lonzo got stuck in his spot. He couldn't really move. He was unable to do really that much. So in this stance, I could get blown by unless I'm really close. See, look, he's blowing by me. He's really blowing by me. I can't do anything. You see it there. I'm trying to show you guys an example. He's not even passing the ball off. I'm trying to get him to pass it when he passes by me so I could recover. Now this is where it's interesting, right? You want to do your help, right? How do you recover on help defense all the time. It's gonna be hard to explain this while playing. I can't really control how the guy I'm playing against plays, so like that's gonna be the hard part. But right here you see Melo came to help. As soon as Melo comes to help, I kick that to Josh Richardson, who's already on his takeover. He hits that shot 9 times out of 10. Now how could he have prevented that? He could have used his Bernard King, who he was controlling, to run out at Josh Richardson, try to get in the passing lane, try to do something along those lines. Or as soon as he saw Melo coming to help, he could have switched onto Melo ASAP. See, look, I got Tyson over here to help. Thank you very much. That's not good. You cannot let that happen. So let me explain it. So when we do it in a game, if he drives and kicks, I'm going to show you guys better. But let's explain it really quick. Now, Lonzo's my point guard. He's the smallest guy on my team. It doesn't really go by positions. It goes by who's the shortest. So Lonzo's smaller than Josh Richardson. So Lonzo's my guy that I'm holding L2 with. I'm holding LT until I have to recover. When I have to recover, if he blows by me somehow, usually L2 stays in front of the guy. Usually kind of corrals him. It kind of pushes him. It forces him which way you want. But as soon as he blows by me, I have two options. Either I switch to Porzingis or Josh Richardson. Whoever usually is in the corner, that's the guy I'm really trying to control. I started a game so I could try to show you guys in person. It's really hard because, like I said, I can't control the other guy and it kind of happens too fast. You can't really talk it out. If he blows by me, I have the opportunity to let Lonzo recover and make sure my KP or Josh Richardson don't collapse. Now that's up to me. If I see that KP is guarding someone that can't shoot on the outside, I will recover with KP. I will switch over to KP. How do I switch? I click R1. R1 is how to icon pass, right? That's how you basically icon. I'm going to show you guys that right now. I click R1. It shows me my guys circle and square when I have the ball. But it's also a way for you to be able to switch your players when you're on defense. Like right now, I'm holding Lonzo. If I click X, I don't know who I'm switching to. But if I hold R1, I click circle, I switch to Josh Richardson. I know who I'm controlling after that. Sometimes you're able to click X because it's usually the closest person to you, or you can like kind of dictate where you want it to go. Right here, you saw Porzingis was over, so I helped with the closest person I could have, which was Lonzo. He was in a better position to try to close out. Now, if he would have pump faked or something, Lonzo would have been there in time. I would have been able to get the rebound with Porzingis if he would have missed. So here we are. We're switching. We got beat. What happens? I left Blake Griffin. I was fine with that. I forgot who the guy Porzingis was guarding actually was, so I didn't know if he could shoot or not. That's why I helped. Right there, he helped off Josh Richardson. Josh just greened the 3 right before. He didn't know that. If I seen his Paul George come, I pass that off to Josh Richardson. He gets a wide open 3. 9 times out of 10, I probably hit that shot. So his help there did not do him any good. I let him get the 2. Right here, KP is helping, which was fine at that moment because he got the steal. But I switched over to KP because I was going to fight over and try to go back to Blake Griffin. I did not want to leave KP's AI to make the decisions for him. I definitely did not want to leave Blake Griffin open again. Right there, see, I switched too late. I couldn't contest that Paul George, but I need to be able to switch faster. I need to be able to switch as fast as I can because I'm the one that's going to be able to control what happens, right? That's my job as the guy controlling my players. Now, like I said, this is really hard to show you guys like in person. Right here, I know his Paul George has been killing me. I'm switching left and right. I switched to Josh Richardson. I switched back. You see that? I was on one guy. I was able to guard both. Usually a guy won't hit it, or usually he won't make the extra pass, so you'll be golden. But right here, he cut. You don't want that. You saw what he did? He actually switched to Blake and he fake helped. He realized maybe he couldn't get there in time, but he should have closed out. He should have fully committed. Right here, I'm fully committed. My L2 is pressed. I'm fully on Paul George. I'm not going anywhere. He blew by me. That's no problem. I switched to Porzingis real quick so I could close that out. I switched back to Josh Richardson so I should close that out. I want to close out quickly. I clicked R1X there to make sure I get Lonzo. Josh Richardson was too close. I wasn't sure who I was going to get. Now he blew by me. I switched to Porzingis so I could close out. You saw that Porzingis was still going to be there. We got the miss there. We stayed on Porzingis for as long as we could. That's where it gets tricky. We got to know who we want to control. He's nowhere to be found on Porzingis. Porzingis is wide open. That's his fault for not using Blake or Paul George to go close out on my Porzingis. Me, I always make sure if I see somebody somewhat open, I pick that guy who's closest to him and I run straight at him. Unless they really can't shoot. Other than that, I'm definitely going full body at him, even if he's wide open for a long time. I don't want to do that. I would never reach in that situation. He should know I had point game. There was no reason for him to reach, especially when I just passed it to him. It was too late. Now you guys saw we are 2-0 with this team. This is probably the hardest team we played, probably. D'Angelo, LeBron, and Scotty. He's got two great defenders, and his guys could definitely drive better. I'm gonna have to let him try to beat me in one way or another, and the way I'm gonna pick for him to beat me is by trying to score off shooting. I'm not gonna let him drive past me. Now you're either gonna let him collapse and get threes, or you're not. Now I know he can't shoot that well with anyone basically besides D'Lo. He's gonna have to prove it to me that he can. He's gonna have to prove to me that he can shoot with these guys. He's gonna have to prove to me he could shoot with Scotty. He's gonna have to prove to me that he could shoot with LeBron. Other than that, I'm gonna basically protect the rim as best as I can to make sure he doesn't get any free reign to the rim. D'Lo should be able to shoot that shot. He hits it. I tried my best to close out. You saw me switch to Lonzo. Now here we are with Lonzo. You see his help came. He actually did a good job. He let LeBron come back to me, which LeBron did by himself. He actually did not control him. He's off-balling me here, which is great. I can break off-ball pretty easily. Like, look, he was helping on the cut. He left Porzingis open. That's where he messed up. Usually guys at off-ball mess up a lot on assignments like that. You attack the guy that they are using to control. You guys see me defensively on L2. I'm staying in front of him. I switched off real quick when he almost had me beat, and I was good to come back and recover. Right here, Lonzo to KP. Lonzo cuts. Bang. Our offense has no problem scoring. I'm sure most of you guys have no problem scoring. Right here, we got beat with L2. So what did we do? We took off. We made it R2. Here, we got a little switch. We switched back to Lonzo. We got to keep switching, right? We got to keep switching. We got to do our best. I got there in time. I clicked L2. Scotty just made a tough shot. That's the difference in the tier of the card. He has a Scotty. I have a Ruby Richardson. He's not always going to hit that shot, so I'm perfectly fine with that. I still played really good defense. The main thing when you're playing 2K is not to get upset. Sometimes stuff happens. Look at that switch right there. We switched to Porzingis really quick. I switched back to get onto Scotty. Otherwise, Josh Richardson was staying on LeBron. He really was staying there. Right here, Scotty's coming to the rim. I'm perfectly fine with defending him one-on-one. I'm switching. I recovered there without the L2. I made it R2. You get off L2 ASAP. As soon as he blows by you, you get off. Switch to R2. Be careful. Sometimes they try to snatch back. They try to do all that good stuff. But there we go. We got another really good defensive sequence. We stopped him right there. Our defense has been great. Right there, we made Lonzo defend LeBron as he attacked the rim because Lonzo was back. Porzingis is the primary guy on LeBron, but he wasn't back in time, so I had to switch to the guy who was just so I could be there, make sure he doesn't get anything easy. Right there, I switched over real quick. I'm switching just so I could recover, right? I'm switching to recover. Always switching to recover. Right here, I see LeBron's open. I picked Porzingis to close out. It was too late. He was able to move the ball faster than me because the ball does move faster than the players without a doubt. That's something you learn when you play basketball in real life. Our defense is really clamping. We're getting blocks left and right. I can't really explain everything, but usually what ends up happening is I close out really fast. I'm doing really well, making sure my guys aren't giving him any easy baskets. Now, there's a couple things we didn't talk about. Like, you guys see that I'm switching and I'm able to help on and off. Like, I'm able to really communicate with my guys. I'm the main guy controlling my guys. The AI has nothing to do with this. The AI has absolutely nothing to do with this. See, I gotta help there. I did. It was a little slow, but I did pretty fast. It's just the animation that Porzingis got. He didn't get his hands up in time. Can't always be there, but most of the time you can. Most of the time you gotta be there. I should have been faster with Porzingis 100%. The way I told you guys though is I'd rather him beat me by shooting. I don't want to give him any free baskets in the rim. Right here, Lonzo helps. I gotta switch off Lonzo. I switch. Right here, I come with Porzingis to help. That's the only difference right there. I have absolutely no issues with LeBron beating me out there. I told you guys that. There is no issue with that. That's why I was able to help on D'Angelo Russell, make him miss that layup right there because we were able to help. Now, if you're ever really beat or have a mismatch and you know you can't stop him, there is absolutely nothing wrong with fouling your guy. It's like literally a lot of ways you can foul. Just keep spamming square. Maybe you'll even get a steal, but most of the time you will get what you came for, which is that foul, that dreaded foul. So sometimes if you're beat, if you know they're gonna score on a fast break, if you got the mismatch and you don't want to defend them, just foul him. And you guys see we're winning games with sapphires and rubies, and the reason isn't because of our offense. Yes, our offense is really good. We are playing really well offensively and all that. I do have a guy that can shoot. I have another guy that could shoot, a guy that could drive. But at the end of the day, what's happening is our defense is containing them. If our defense is containing somebody, there is nothing they could do. Yesterday I was playing a guy of My Team Unlimited, and my defense was so good that he turned his mic on. He was like, bro, I don't know how I only have 9 points. It's halfway through the second quarter. And I was like, bro, I'm staying in front of you. I'm doing my thing. I'm really defending you. And if I have to, I know how to rotate my guys to help. I know how to rotate my guys to make sure you're never open. You think you're open, but you're really not. You are never open when you play against me. You think you're open just because I let you be open. Now, that's pretty much it. For pick and rolls, I didn't really have to play against pick and rolls. Just remember that if you have a big guard or a big guy defending the one where he's getting picked, you can just push up. Try to go over the screen. Most of the time you can. My Magic LeBron don't get caught on screens whatsoever. If your guys do get caught on screens, maybe try looking to add one of those pick dodger badges on him. He will get over screens a lot more. Sometimes that doesn't work for you, or you know that they're driving right past or doing pick and fades. If that's the case, switch off ball and basically control the guy who's setting the screens, man. So it would be like KP, for example. I'd control KP just so I could be the anchor in the back. I either help out to make sure he doesn't get a shot over me if it's Hito, or I rotate back down so he doesn't get a wide open lane. I hope all this stuff was really helpful. I hope it helps you guys a little bit. I want to make sure you guys are winning as many games as you can. This is our third tip video on triple threat. We have one to how to be off ball and one for just how to win games in general. Make sure you guys are checking those out. If you guys want to see how we play defense on My Team Unlimited, let me know. And with that said, guys, it's been your boy Mosballin. I will see you guys later. Ballin' out.